Hello everyone. In this video, I just wanted to give you my first impressions on the ZenFone 3 Deluxe, which is the flagship smartphone from ASUS. Now, the unit that we have right here came from Computex. It is very close to the final production unit that's going to come out in the stores in the third quarter of 2016. It's going to retail for $499. So let's take a look at what it has to offer. So first, let's talk about the build of the unit of the ZenFone 3 Deluxe. It's the first smartphone in the world that has a full metal unibody that doesn't have any visible antennas. So if you look at the back of the ZenFone 3 Deluxe, there are no antenna lines, and we were told that the reason for this is that the antenna is hidden over here. If you can see the thin white strip at the top and at the bottom. So that's supposed to be where the antenna is located. Now, the other thing that's beautiful about this phone is the presence of presence of the fingerprint scanner located here at the back. So in previous versions of the ZenFone, this used to be where the volume rocker is located. Now they've moved it from here over to the side over here. And if you'll notice, the power button is also located at the side. It used to be located at the top, but right now the top is where you'll find the 3.5 millimeter audio port. At the bottom you see holes for the loudspeaker. There's also the USB Type-C 3.0 port and the hole for the microphone. The ZenFone 3 Deluxe has capacitive buttons, and it's lined up here at the bottom. Now, one thing that I like about the ZenFone 3 Deluxe is how the capacitive buttons light up when you press them. So I'm gonna show it to you right now. Okay, so if you notice, there's an LED backlight that lights up when I press the button. So in the other ZenFones, you only have paint, and it's not lit. So that's a nice touch for the ZenFone 3 Deluxe. It does add to the feeling of being a premium smartphone. I also performed a number of benchmarks earlier. I'm gonna show you the results that I got in Antutu. So I managed to hit 138,151 points in Antutu 3D benchmark, and that's because this phone is powered by a Snapdragon 820 processor or Snapdragon 820 SoC, and it also comes with 6 gigs of RAM. Now that's huge for a flagship phone, and that places the ZenFone 3 Deluxe at the top of the benchmark rankings for Antutu, and you will see that the top scoring phone over here is the Leica Max 2, 138,026. However, we scored more than that. We scored 138,151. So this is the best smartphone that's available right now if you're just talking about performance. Oh, okay, but it's not available yet. It's going to be available third quarter. That's sometime around June, July, August. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is the display. This phone is equipped with a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED HD display, 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. Now it's Super AMOLED, so you're gonna get rich colors, deep blacks, and well, maybe true blacks. That is the best display panel that you can get on a smartphone, and it's protected by Gorilla Glass 4. So you shouldn't have to worry about scratching this phone. You can scratch it, try to scratch it with metal, and it's not gonna scratch easily with your keys or whatever, or coins or whatever you have there. Now, the camera on the ZenFone 3 Deluxe is also commendable. Front-facing camera is 8 megapixel. Rear-facing camera is 23 megapixels. It's one of the highest megapixel camera that's available right now for a flagship smartphone. I'm gonna try to take some photos over here, and if you can see, the ZenFone 3 Deluxe is able to focus really quickly, and that's because it's using a Tritech autofocus. Tritech is just a fancy term that ASUS uses for a combination of the laser autofocus, the traditional PDAF or face detection autofocus, and the continuous autofocus that you see in most cameras. So it uses a combination of those three features, or those three focusing mechanisms, to be able to focus really fast. And it also comes with dual tone LED flash, so you can get the best looking pictures, that the most accurate in terms of color and picture quality. Finally, the ZenFone 3 Deluxe comes with a 3000 milliamp hour battery. It is non-removable. The only way to remove that is by having it serviced, and you will see that there's a single slot right here where the SIM card is supposed to enter. I'm trying to focus it on the camera right now. Okay, so you're gonna need the special ejector or special tool to be able to eject the SIM tray, and that's where you're gonna enter the dual SIM. The Deluxe supports dual SIM operation in dual 4G mode. The first SIM card is gonna be a MicroSD or a micro SIM, and the second SIM slot takes in a nano-SIM. So I'm not sure if the ZenFone 3 allows for a microSD expansion card. I haven't been able to verify that yet, but hopefully it does. If it doesn't, it might turn some people off, but it's still a great phone. And you will see over here you have the USB Type-C 3.0 port, and this phone supports Quick Charge 3.0, so you can go from 0 to 60% battery life in just 30 minutes. Now that's really fast. That's so amazing. And there's a lot more that we can talk about in the ZenFone 3 Deluxe. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to finish downloading Asphalt 8. I wanted to give you a gaming preview, but suffice to say, the Epic Citadel benchmark score that we got speaks for itself. We managed to get 58 frames per second, 58.7 frames per second, running Epic Citadel at ultra high quality at the maximum resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. So gaming is definitely going to be a good, this is definitely going to be a good gaming device. You're going to get the best performance in a smartphone available today. And again, this phone is going to retail for $499. It's going to be available on the third quarter of 2016. If you guys have any questions for me, leave them at the comments box below. Support our channel by subscribing to ASTIG.PH on YouTube, and visit our website on http://astig.ph. Like this video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, press the thumbs down button, but do leave us a comment telling us why you didn't like it. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.